9 things that lose meaning after turning 70. Embracing freedom and fulfillment in your later years. Reaching 70 is a meaningful milestone, and quite often, it's a time for reflection. By now, most people have gathered a wealth of experiences. From professional milestones to personal achievements, life has offered wisdom, strength, and a fuller sense of what matters most. While so much has been gained, this season also invites us to consider what no longer serves us. The things that once pushed us forward, but now feel out of place or burdensome. As you enter this new phase, it's more important than ever to release what's unnecessary and to focus on what truly brings contentment, joy, and peace. Embracing the chance to live simply and with honesty lets us place our well-being at the center. When we let go of what no longer fits, we can enjoy life's blessings with a lighter heart. Here are 9 things that lose their meaning after 70, along with thoughts on how to gently set aside these burdens and create space for a more satisfying, intentional way of living. 1. Worrying about what others think. All through our lives, it's so easy to get caught up in how others see us. Many of us work hard to meet the expectations of loved ones, colleagues, and society. The need for approval, be it through our work, lifestyle, or social standing, often shapes our choices. But as the years pass, this concern naturally fades away. At 70, the weight of others' opinions feels much lighter, and often it just isn't important anymore. Experience teaches us that nobody else's view defines our true value or how we should live. With this understanding, a new freedom arrives. Instead of shaping your days around outside expectations, you're free to honor who you truly are. Contentment comes from acting in line with your personal beliefs, not from meeting the expectations shaped by others. Think back to moments when your choices were motivated by concern for how you might be judged. Did those decisions truly bring real happiness? Imagine the relief that comes from choosing based solely on what feels right for you. Whether it's deciding what to wear, where to make your home, or how you spend your afternoons, you're entitled to listen to your own heart without seeking permission. Now is your time to follow what feels true to you, free from outside judgment. When you let go of this concern, you reclaim your sense of self, and in doing so, may discover a deeper calm and contentment in simply being yourself. 2. The drive to collect more things. Earlier in life, many of us place great importance on gathering possessions. Maybe it's buying a house, getting a car, or filling the closets with clothes and keepsakes. Owning more things often feels like a sign of stability or achievement. But as we grow older, the hold of material items softens. By the age of 70, it's easier to see that lasting happiness doesn't come from what we own. In fact, having too many things can create more strain than comfort. Looking around your home, you might notice items that once meant something, but now only take up space. While some objects have memories attached, too much clutter may feel heavy. Keeping up with a house full of things requires energy and space in your mind as well as your home. Before you know it, you may be looking after your belongings instead of them supporting you and your life. This moment is a gentle invitation to look around and consider what truly matters, and what you can allow yourself to release. Check the rooms in your house. Are there chairs you never sit in, clothes you haven't worn in years, or old appliances collecting dust? Letting go of some items often feels like opening a window. It brings in fresh air for new memories, friendships, and occasions that make life worthwhile. You'll likely discover that sharing moments, fostering connections, and investing in personal growth are richer and more lasting than anything found on a shelf. 3. Feeling obligated to keep up social appearances. Earlier in life, we often attend events, join gatherings, or maintain friendships out of politeness, routine, or because we feel we should. We say yes to invitations even when the idea doesn't fill us with joy, just to keep up appearances or avoid disappointment. But after 70, time becomes even more valuable, and spending it where you don't feel fulfilled may not make sense anymore. It's okay to step back from social events or relationships that leave you feeling empty, tired, or simply out of place. You have earned the right to put your sense of joy and well-being first. There's no call for guilt if you choose not to attend a gathering or to distance yourself from friendships that don't reflect who you are now. Think about those times you went along out of duty only to come home exhausted. Now, picture how wonderful it could be to only say yes to moments and people who truly lift your spirits. Whether it's a quiet night with close friends, joining a group that shares your interests, or spending time in your favorite chair with a book, this is your chance to choose what sounds right to you. This isn't about shutting yourself away. Instead, it's about spending your energy on what matters and enjoying meaningful connections. When you focus on people and moments that feel right, every interaction becomes warmer, more genuine, and far more satisfying. 4. Chasing society's definition of beauty. Throughout the years, there's been pressure from all directions, magazines, commercials, and more, telling us that beauty is linked to youth, smooth skin, or a certain look. For some, this leads to a constant effort to appear younger or to cover up natural signs of age. But past 70, these pressures often lose their grip. Wrinkles and gray hair are not things to hide. They are the visible story of a life lived fully. Every line, every silver hair, tells of joys, lessons, and memories gathered along the way. These marks are not flaws, but reminders of strength and growth. Gradually, true beauty becomes less about the outside and more about the spirit within. Kindness, warmth, honesty, and courage are the qualities that shine brightly, no matter the number of years. The people who inspire us most aren't those who fit a narrow idea of beauty, but those who offer grace, humor, and wisdom. Letting go of society's limited ideals makes it easier to love and accept yourself just as you are. The constant chase to fix what's only natural is no longer needed. At 70 and beyond, beauty is found in the life you've lived and the heart you carry. 5. Hanging on to routines or hobbies that no longer satisfy. As time passes, our favorite activities and schedules can lose their charm, becoming more of a habit than a joy. After 70, it's a good time to look at how you spend your time and to gently set aside any plans or pastimes that no longer bring a spark. This doesn't mean giving up everything you enjoyed before, but it does mean taking a thoughtful look at whether certain things still fit. Maybe you used to treasure weekly card games or club meetings, but now they don't feel as rewarding. It's all right to bow out if these routines no longer give you joy. Letting go opens up new space for interests and adventures you may not have tried yet. Maybe now is the moment to try painting, work in the garden, or begin writing, or simply to spend more time with your family, enjoying peaceful moments. What matters is giving yourself the chance to change and grow. Life past 70 holds many paths and possibilities. Allow yourself to discover what feels right today. 6. Enduring negative or harmful relationships. Good relationships are central to well-being, but not every bond we keep brings happiness. Some relationships, whether with friends, neighbors, or even family, can weigh us down with criticism, drama, or a lack of respect. Sometimes we keep these connections going out of duty, even if they bring more tension than comfort. At this stage, there's no need to keep relationships that sap your energy or break your peace. Choosing to let go of hurtful connections isn't selfish. It's a vital act of caring for yourself. You deserve people who encourage, lift, and truly value you. Clearing space by stepping away from harmful relationships allows room for more supportive, caring friends. Notice how much lighter you feel after time spent with someone who listens and appreciates you. Cherish these rewarding bonds and nurture the connections that add color and meaning to your life. By choosing to focus on healthy relationships, your days will likely feel richer and more deeply satisfying. 7. Measuring your worth by comparing yourself to others. It's easy, through all stages of life, to compare what we have or what we've done with those around us. We look at neighbors, relatives, or friends, and sometimes measure our own happiness against theirs. But by the time you're 70, one truth stands out. Everyone's life is different, and comparison often only steals joy. There is no one-size-fits-all version of success or contentment. What makes one person happy might not be right for another, and that's exactly as it should be. Your story is unique, full of your own choices, lessons, and triumphs. Letting go of comparison lets you truly step into your own story. Celebrate your victories, no matter their size. Recognize the value of your journey and all you've learned. By focusing on your path, you can be yourself with greater peace and happiness. 8. Holding on to old goals that no longer matter. When we're young, we often dream big, setting goals shaped by our families, the world around us, or visions we had years ago. Maybe these goals were about building a successful business, owning property, or chasing recognition. But as priorities shift over the years, many of these goals may lose their pull. At 70, it's healthy to reflect on what now feels important, and to let go of ambitions that no longer fit. Perhaps you once worked hard to climb the company ladder, but now find that time with those you love is what matters most. Or maybe you aimed to build wealth, but today you value experiences and shared moments above any possession. Reconsidering your goals gives you space to pursue what brings peace and meaning right now. This stage of life is a chance to set goals that truly fit who you are today, not who you were decades ago. Releasing goals that no longer fit lets you live on purpose and fully enjoy what matters most. 9. Feeling guilty for putting your happiness first. For years, many people put others ahead of themselves, caring for families, working long hours, or putting everyone else's needs above their own. Somewhere along the way, you may have felt guilty about taking time for yourself. But at 70, it's time to know that your happiness is just as important as anyone else's. You've given so much to others. Now, you have full permission to give to yourself. Taking care of your own needs isn't selfish. It's necessary to stay physically, mentally, and emotionally healthy. When you do things that lift your spirits, you're actually better able to show love and support to those you care about. What brings you joy? Maybe it's taking trips, spending afternoons outdoors, learning something new, or reading on a quiet morning. Whatever fills your heart, honor it. Place your own happiness at the top of your list. When you do, the goodness spreads to everyone around you. Letting go for a lighter, more joyful life. As you move through life after 70, you may find that some things simply aren't worth carrying anymore. Letting go of the need for approval, extra possessions, draining relationships, or outside pressures opens up room for what truly lasts. Now is the perfect time to cherish the friendships that bring you joy, the experiences that fill you up, and the simple pleasures that make each day meaningful. Releasing what's no longer useful allows a deeper sense of contentment, purpose, and peace to follow. This is your time to live freely, wholeheartedly, and in your own way. Embrace this chapter with an open heart and let go of what no longer belongs on your journey. Thank you for spending these moments with us. If you found these reflections uplifting, we'd love to hear from you. Your thoughts mean a great deal. Thank you for your time